if we now look with 5 balls, what do we get with 5 balls? We release 5 balls and 5 balls come up the other end, the other side, showing conservation of momentum. Let's try with 6. 6 balls, again, as expected, 6 go up the other side. And lastly with 7 balls. Now with 7 balls, of course, there aren't any left, so they don't collide with anything. So what happens is they just keep on going back and forth forever, for all intents and purposes, unless there is friction in the form of air resistance. And if there is that, then that will mean that that will cause energy to be dissipated in the form of sound and heat to its surroundings. And so energy will be lost from the system, and eventually it will slow down and come to a standstill. But momentum is conserved in this, where the total momentum has always got a constant value. Now the energy is being transferred between gravitational potential energy at the maximum amplitude here to kinetic energy, and then back up to gravitational potential energy. So there's a cycle between the energies, but at all times the momentum is conserved. Now let's have a look at, if we have 1 ball either side, what do we get? Well, we get both balls rebounding, and actually what's happening here is that the momentum is being transferred from one end to the other. So just consider we only have 1 ball on one side, which we did that earlier. That caused 1 ball to go up the other side. And so the same thing is just happening here. And it's easy to see this this concept of momentum being transferred, if we have an imbalance of balls on both sides. So if you have 2 on the left hand side and 1 on the right hand side, what's going to happen here? Make a prediction. Oops, that's not quite what I wanted to show. Let's try that again. There we go. So what's going on here is that we've got, whenever we have 2 balls here, those 2 ball momentum is transferred to the other side, and likewise when we have 1 ball, the 1 ball momentum is transferred to the other side. So it alternates. So whichever momentum we've got on one side needs to be transferred through to the other side.